Hey everyone, what's up? Haven't been on here for like a week now. Just, I've been watching a lot of MMA. Just bought a new Elite XC DVD, so I've not been watching much wrestling. Although Raw is on right now on my TV, so I am slowly but surely trying to get back into it. Obviously did not order Judgment Day. Did not look like that great of a pay-per-view. But, hey, I didn't see it, so it could have been good. If you ordered it and enjoyed it, more power to you, Always good to see wrestling succeed. However, Roddy Piper was on Raw today, which got me thinking. I looked in my little book here and turned to the page that I wrote down my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. So I thought I'd share that with you guys and why they're my favorite wrestlers of all time. So I have them posted over there if you want to see the list, but I'm just going to go down and give you reasons why. Number 10, I have Chris Jericho. When WWE bought WCW, this guy really became my favorite wrestler because he was really the only WCW guy who had any significance in the WWE, which was complete bullcrap in my opinion. But Jericho turned out to be my favorite wrestler. Me and my friends would play wrestling. I'd always be Jericho, do the whole Walls of Jericho thing. It was sorry, I'm gonna fix my camera here. He was a real fun wrestler to watch. I really enjoyed him. So there's for Chris. Next, I have the British Bulldog. Definitely a big influence on the pure style of wrestling in the time. His matches with Bret Hart are classic, and his matches also with Curt Hennig, the next member on my list, are also very good. So kudos to both of them. Curt Hennig had an absolutely phenomenal gimmick. I absolutely love Curt Hennig gimmick. I don't care if it's completely rehashed and blatant ripoff. I want the Curt Hennig gimmick back. It was just, I was not alive to see. I might have seen him later in his day, but he was nowhere near the Curt Hennig of when he was in the WWE. So, but from what I've seen, the guy's promos, his charisma, everything was just perfect. No pun intended, but yeah. The next is Kevin Von Erich, and I really developed a big respect for Kevin Von Erich after watching the Rise and Fall of World Class DVD. I really recommend the DVD if you can find it. I actually found mine at Best Buy. I was surprised I had it there, but yeah, I did find it there. So it doesn't have any wrestling on it, unfortunately, but it tells an absolutely phenomenal story of World Class. I had really no idea of what World Class was up until that point, and until I bought the DVD, and it was just an amazing story to tell. I loved every second of it, and to watch Kevin Von Erich persevere through so much stuff when his dad was literally about to shoot him. His dad had gone off the edge. But Kevin still persevered through everything, and really has become a real champion for me anyway, today, and I really give him a lot of respect for doing what he did. Next is the only wrestler I've ever met, Mick Foley. I met him at a book signing for WrestleMania 23. Sorry if there's Mr. Kennedy in the background. But yeah, when I met Mick Foley, it was at a book signing, and it was kind of at the end of the day, and he was kind of crabby, so he wasn't as nice as I thought he would be, as I seen on TV, but he was still real nice. He signed a book, got pictures. I went with my friend who is Pakistani, and Mick Foley told him a story of when he wrestled the guy with the same name as him in somewhere in the Middle East. So that was a pretty cool moment. Foley's a really great guy. Has committed a lot. So much of his years of his life to wrestling. He really loves the business, and that's really what I like to see in guys. So Mick, number 6 on my list. Next is probably solely the reason I lost interest in wrestling lately, Mr. Flair. When Ric Flair gave that promo in Charlotte, North Carolina, saying, "I will never retire," while it was kayfabe, and I knew that, and, it still just had this... Flair, he always had this, invincibility about him. Flair was always going to be in the wrestling ring. You were never going to see Flair retire. Yeah, he was old. Yeah, he couldn't put on as good of a match as he once could. But it was great to see always, Flair. And, he's gone now. So I've kind of lost all my passion. Even though he's only number 5 on my list, you can still see how big of an impact he's had on me anyway. So, obviously, for reasons he's on my list. Number 4 may come as a surprise to a lot of people, as he has only been in the business for a short amount of time. It is Mr. AJ Styles. I really like this guy. I think he brings a style of wrestling that I always enjoy watching. Except his heel run, I don't know why they're making him wrestle watered down while he's being a heel right now. But hopefully it looks like they're going the route of turning him back face, and hopefully his match quality will get better after that. But back in 2006 when he was tagging with Daniels, and in 2005 the matches, the TNA 3-way, of course, infamous match, and among other matches I've seen him in, he is just a a phenomenal wrestler. Pun totally intended. Alright, number 3, Dusty Rhodes. Once again, I'm too young to have ever seen Dusty on TV when he was in his prime, but I bought his DVD kind of out of the blue. I just really wanted to, at the time I got his DVD, I just wanted to basically learn more about the old school wrestling, and I heard Dusty was a good place to start, so I bought his DVD, and it was just great. I loved it. Really, really, really enjoyed it. The Dusty Rhodes story is just such, if you're ever feeling, down on your life, you feel like a failure, you can't do anything, watch the Dusty Rhodes DVD, because everything, he just beats the odds, every single time, between his weight and his, I forgot what disease it was, but he had some major disease when he was a kid where they thought he wasn't even going to walk again, and he just keeps going, and he had that dream of becoming world champion, and he finally got there, and it's just a great story to tell, and I really, I am not the biggest fan of his in-ring work. It's decent, but it's nowhere. I wouldn't consider it great or anything. But Dusty Rhodes, definitely a great story in the wrestling business. Number 2, Shawn Michaels. Wow. What can I say about him? If I had to watch matches from one guy for the rest of my life, it would be Shawn Michaels, hands down. I believe that every time Shawn steps in the ring, he will give you his all. He will give you an entertaining match. Unless for some reason he's booked not to. Every time he'll go in there, that Shawn is giving 200%, and he is going way above the odds. Look at WrestleMania 22, his no holds barred match with McMahon. That was supposed to be a garbage match. I was literally out of my seat, screaming at the TV when I got that pay-per-view. I was watching my buddy's house. I was screaming at the TV. I'm like, kill him, Shawn, kill him, It was awesome. So, yeah, Shawn, I'm running out of time here, so I'll briefly describe my number 1 guy, Sting. Always just a great hero. I always am a big fan of the good guy in wrestling. And Sting, I believe, is the ultimate good guy. I didn't see much of Ricky Steamboat, but I hear he was better. But Sting, back in his WCW days with Hogan and the NWO, and now in TNA, Sting is just a great feel-good story, kayfabe-wise, and he has a great story to tell outside the ring. So Sting has always been my favorite wrestler, always will be my favorite wrestler. And he's a great guy. So I'll hopefully be doing my top 5 mixed martial artists of all time. I don't really have 10. But yeah, hopefully I'll do that soon. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll catch you later. Thanks.